But like
yeah,
at the same time, it's like, okay, cool. I can't do this forever because one day I'm gonna get hit so hard and I won't get back up the same way. It won't be the same. So how do I set myself up in other ways, but show people that I'm more than just that one typical football player.
Welcome to the It's Not That Deep podcast. I'm your host, Deepak Sharma. And today I sit down with an old friend of mine, Tyrone Pierre, or how he likes to go by HUESO these days. Tyrone's a special character, man, and that's because he simply refuses to be put in any kind of box that society tries to put him in. Not only is he a professional football player, a musical artist, fashion designer, but he's also a model, social media influencer. He's a cook, philosopher, so much more. Our conversation was kind of all over the place. I'll take the blame for that. We had a few drinks, and I may have not been the best host on this podcast, but just remember, it's not that deep. It's just a conversation. We're just having fun. I'll have him back on again. If you're listening to this right now and you look forward to this kind of content, I'd ask you to please consider contributing to my Patreon page. It costs you like less than a coffee a month, and it'll help me keep the lights on and continue producing more conversations like this. If you can't, no problem. You can still help out by subscribing, rating, sharing, commenting, or even messaging me directly to start a dialogue. Remember, it's not that deep, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation. What's good, brother?
Gentlemen.
Thanks for coming through, G.
How you guys doing? What's good?
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you. Thank you for having me.
It's fucking amazing to have you on, brother.
Man,
Where do I start with you, Doug? You're a fucking hip hop artist, R&B singer, professional football player. You killing it in fashion. You're killing it in art and creativity. But the thing I love most about you, bro, is that you refuse to be put into a box.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the most multifaceted people I know, and that you're just not satisfied with just doing one thing or being labeled one thing. Like, let's first talk about that, man.
Man, thank you. That's a lot of love. I appreciate that, bro. You know, it means a lot, especially coming from someone I've known for such a long time, for sure. So I do appreciate that. And likewise, bro, you're someone who's always worked hard, who's been determined. I've seen you battle, go through things, and I've encouraged you. We've had conversations, you know what I mean? We've had our talks, and we talk about it. 100%,
bro, 100%.
And I always tell you, man, push forward, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Control what you can control. And, man, sometimes I was giving, like, advice that I couldn't even take myself. So it's like, it's good to see that work.
But, it's still coming from such a positive place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, like, another thing that really fucking I love about you, so genuine about you, is that you're always coming at things with an angle of positivity.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ever really trying to put anybody down. It's never a zero-sum game. You just want to bring everyone up with you.
Yeah, man.
In whatever endeavor you touch. And
Yeah,
that inspires me, man. That fires me up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring it back, man. We're 95 babies.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew up in the same area in Orleans, Ontario.
Yep.
Cumberland area, like, we go back, man, since like we were youngins.
Way
bro.
back, man. Way back. Like, way back. Like, I know you from, like, I know him from
Facts, bro.
Like, football, like, when I was, like, maybe, like, 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, bro. It's like when we threw the pads on, we were youngins, bro. We just, that's what we did. That's what we played football, and they loved it.
I hated him on the field.
Oh, man.
He was cool. He was cool off the field because he was so chill, so dope. He'd like body me in the game, make some big hits, and after the game, he's trying to talk to me like, "Yo, like, what's good, man? Good game."
Facts, man.
Bro,
It's never, it's never about like negativity, bro.
No,
you always gotta have that. And like for me, it was very easy to be pretty fucking negative though, because y'all beat our ass in almost every contest. Because I started out playing Orleans Bengals.
You did?
And you were playing
Panthers.
Obviously for the Cumberland Panthers.
Yes, sir. Cumberland Panthers.
So like, and anybody from Ottawa who knows a little bit about local football around here That's
They
a
know.
rivalry.
They know.
They're right beside each other, bro. It's like
Yo, we had the best games, man.
it was a rivalry, but like, you know, my few years we usually did not come out on top. But that's honestly though, I'm up against some guns, man. You got Jalen, B-Shell, everyone did their thing, bro.
Yeah, everyone did their thing.
Everyone did their thing. Jake.
Jalen was crazy.
Yo,
Jalen was crazy. Jalen was fire.
Jalen was fire.
He's
He
still
was
fire
nasty.
right now.
He still is. He still is,
Mhm.
bro. That's the thing, man. Music. Like, I can't even wait to get into that with you because, like, not only you kill it on the football field, because, like, you know, for those who don't know, Tyrone's actually a professional football player. Like, he still does it to this day, which is super dope. And that's, like, a profession of his. But he also just dropped his debut EP. And
Hey,
why don't you talk about that a little bit, man?
Hey, first of all, yeah, man. For those who don't know, I go by the name of HUESO. Yeah, man. So I actually just dropped my first EP on I want to say May 15th, 2019. So yeah, just this past May, and it was kind of cool, man, how it came about because, you know, originally I was always someone who just told myself, man, like, you know, everyone does, like, for whatever reason, everyone likes to do music, like, at one point in their lives and whatever, you know, and I just didn't want to be that typical person just to force it.
Okay.
So I never forced it. Like, people would always tell me, man, they'll give a little freestyle. I was like, nah, man, you know, it's not for me. Like,
Same
you know,
here, bro.
but-
Well, I've always been that way.
but little did they know, I had been involved in music. I had already owned a drum set. Like, my parents bought me a drum set. I took piano lessons. My parents bought me piano lessons. My brother can actually sing. Like, you know, I just create waves and vibes and, you know, and talk about my own experiences. But, like, you know, so I was around people who were musically inclined. And then from there, you know, I just always decided to take music, whether it was in school as an elective. I always selected music. So, like, and I didn't have to.
That's
And
dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah, and man, so then
Would
you
you
know,
fuck with more the drums or the piano?
bro, I fuck with the drums, bro. The drums go crazy, bro. If you
Yeah,
get those
drums are hype,
bro,
man.
the drums go fucking crazy. I won't even lie,
Yeah.
the drums, because I feel like that's what people listen to. When you hear the drums, right away, you're like, yo. When you hear the drums on the beat, you're just like, yo, like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Like, this beat's gonna be a problem. So you know it's good.
So
vibes.
you were able to pick up. Yeah, that was a funny ass blooper, dog. I had to I had to close up the.
I had to close it. I'm dark skinned.
No, but yo, the drums and hearing the beat, that's something that blows my mind, man. Because like now, and I've only got a little taste of like seeing what the studio
Yeah.
behind the scenes, what production and all that is like. But it fucking blows my mind, like how much goes into it and how you can like hop on and feel a beat and like go in on a beat. Like, it's such a beautiful thing to combine lyricism with with that like amazing production. Hearing some 808s that just speak to your soul, that kind of shit fires me up, man.
It is, man. Honestly, I just think people actually don't even know or take in the process and the process that goes into creating music.
Nah, they think you're just like, oh, you're just a rapper.
Nah,
You're just like out here just singing into a mic.
exactly.
It sounds kind of okay, kind of rhymes. Like, bro, it's deeper than that.
It's way deeper than that. It's like calculated. Like, everything, like, you have to do, like, you may have to add filters on certain things. You may have to do this on this. You may have to add a drop to the beat. You may have to, you know, bring out the 808s, make it louder. Like, there's so many things that go into it just so that you can get the consumer or the person listening to the music. You know what I mean? It sounds weird to say the consumer, but that's what it is.
That's what it is.
At the end of the
just
day,
talking straight business.
straight
terms.
business.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, you got, you know, because you know, at the end of the day, like,
It's a numbers game as well.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the behind the scenes things, like the way the music industry is these days, and I wish I understood it. I don't
I don't know
and I'd love to
anything.
hear your perspective
I
on
don't
what
know
you know,
anything.
just a little bit about it. But just even getting on a streaming service, think about like what that is for a second. It's like, that's crazy to me. It's like, okay, you barely make any like money off this. It's just like for numbers and downloads and to like
Yes.
increase your clout so then you can then make money doing other things.
Strictly. Strictly.
Putting on shows, selling merch.
That's where you make your money.
And then starting businesses.
You make your money through yourself, to be honest. Like what you just said.
You're the brand.
You are your brand. You are your own business. So no one calls the shots for you. You call your own shots. If you don't agree to the contractual terms, you say, nah, bro, like you're not doing it. And so merch being one of them, and that's something I'm currently working on.
Oh yeah, tell me about that a bit, bro.
We'll have some merch coming out.
All
Me
right.
and the league, MLB. Yeah, it's coming out very soon. Like we already have the prototypes in, so it's kind of cool. Shout out my guy Cass.
Dope.
He designed the logo, and we actually went back and forth on some ideas, and it's kind of cool that just seeing it. It's been brought to life. Like it's like.
Well,
it's
you guys are out here. You
did
actually have business meetings.
Yes, man.
As a team, it's like, it translates off the field, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like. But the thing is, this is not a game. I'm sorry.
It's not.
That sounded like a bar.
It's not a game. That is a bar, though. That is a bar.
The thing is, bro, it's like, what I love about it is that you're not letting yourself be identified by this one particular, like, label of what you are and what you have to offer society, what you have to offer the world.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that a bit, man. Like, how do you balance things?
Yo, man, honestly, it's something I struggle with, to be honest. I won't even lie to you. I could sit here and be like, oh, man, I balance everything super well. Sometimes it's like, damn, kid, now you got to turn this switch off. You gotta have a bunch of switches, and you got to know when to turn them on and off. And at times, it may be easy, but then, obviously, depending on the circumstances or, different situations you're in, man, like anything can happen. You have to be able to adjust and adapt, right?
I think adaptability is probably one of the most important traits you can have in this time period of where we're living.
Yes.
It's like the way society is set up, it has to change. It's gonna change. It's gonna constantly change. It's gonna exponentially change.
And this Henny's good as shit, bro. My bad. Keep going.
Yo, man, keep going. It's blessed, bro. But like society's bound to change. So are you going to change with it, or are you just going to stay with the old times? Like, yo, our parents did an amazing job of setting us up.
Yes.
And like, like we're blessed with this life, this opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
So like, why not give it your all and do something with it though? So that's like really how I feel. Why not adapt to how society's changing around us and grow with it and do positive, do good for it, bring people up with you.
I hear you, bro.
That's so important, you know?
I think it is, man. And yeah, I think, I want to thank my parents as well, man. They literally came from nothing. Like, my dad came from Haiti, 14 brothers and sisters. My mom had nine brothers and sisters, coming from Trinidad and Tobago. So, yeah, like, they came from nothing. And they were
sisters.
Yeah, man. They were shipped, they kind of got sent down here. Montreal is where they met, they met in the military. And then from there, they met in the military. They moved, because back then they couldn't get jobs, man. They were black people, right? You're not getting no job. Yep. No one wanted to hire no black people. Mm-hmm. So, where'd you have to go? Military. That's what they're accepting you, right?
Damn, I didn't even know it was like that.
Yeah, they had to go to the military. My dad was in school though when he had graduated. Like he went to his universities. He had to go to different universities: Waterloo, Guelph, this, there, Western, here and here. I'm like, man, like how many universities you got to go to? You know what I mean? Just to get a job in your field, like
yeah.
But that's how they met, man. And then from there, he was engineering and stuff, whatever, cool. And then yeah, man, that's pretty much how it went about for them. But back to that question.
Like for us,
I just think that like the times, like adaptability is important, but at the same time, you wanna conform to an extent, but not too much. You still want to hold on to your values and morals, and
you should still be able to have a conversation with someone you completely don't agree with.
Yes.
And still treat them with the respect of just another human being with a different perspective or a different view on things.
1,000%.
I never think. And it's funny, I talked with Brandon about this last podcast. He dropped some knowledge. Shout out to B. Smith.
Smart guy. He's a smart guy.
No, but he was just saying like how you got to be able to adapt and like change with things and not be able to just pick up on other people's perspectives in a negative way. Like literally just be able to, we have a difference of opinion, but we could still talk about this like civil humans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like... I don't know.
1,000%.
To me, that's very important in terms of, but that in itself comes from self-awareness
Mhm.
and understanding yourself.
Mhm.
Like so many people that we encounter on a day-to-day basis, they're not even thinking about these things, you know?
They're not.
They're just trying to pay the bills and just like get by, and like there's like a crappy situation, they're in debt. I don't know, like everyone's got some kind of story.
We all got our own.
So for me, it's like a big thing is I never want to become one of those people.
Nah, man.
It doesn't, I don't feel like that's the life for me.
Nah.
Just complaining about day-to-day things. Like, yo, you know, like you see
You
negative-ass people.
you don't want to complain about, because then it's like there's a cloud around you, and then no one wants to be around you because your energy and everything's, your morale's so low.
Energy
I
is
feel
so
like-
important, bro.
Yes, man. Your energy and how people feel when they're around you. You know what I mean? If people feel like they're their best version of themselves when they're around you, they're gonna want to be around you, and that's just good. That shows that you're a leader.
Yeah, man.
You have the ability to lead. Now, I'm not saying by any means I may be a leader. I think I do have the leader traits. I just I don't always make the best decisions in life. I make mistakes like any other human.
Yeah, man. It's
So, like,
almost
I
like
don't
you're
want people-
human, bro.
Yeah, and I don't want people to be like, you know, like, I feel like we all make mistakes, right? But
Yeah, bro, you're not gonna live this life like perfect and just like
That's it.
Never make a misstep.
That's
Because then
it.
how are you ever gonna learn and grow?
that's it. You gotta yo, trial and error, man.
Trial
You
and error,
you gotta make those mistakes in order to see results, and in order to understand that, you know, failure only brings out the best in you.
bro.
Failing makes you go that much harder.
100%,
Failing,
man.
doing like, if you just get everything you want right away, you won't know what it is to grind things out. You won't
Facts.
know what it is to work for something.
Facts.
You know, some people just get it like that, and that's cool, bro. Good for you, man. You started yesterday and you blew up. Cool, man. Good for you. Like,
But
that's how it happened for you. But
to me, failure is extremely important. Just like what you said, man. It's like I feel like a lot of people, myself included,
yeah,
have not experienced enough failure. Of
Yeah.
course, we have. I've experienced failures and things that dramatically altered my life path. Right, like
Yeah.
from playing football to completely having all the injuries.
yeah,
That sport
feel
really
you.
pretty much just taken away from me. Some might view that as like a failure to really go somewhere with the sport, but to me, it's not that deep. Like to me, it
What'd
just
you
all
fail
that
at?
means is like when one door closes, another one opens.
What'd you fail at? Like, yo, bro, you didn't fail at anything.
No,
your
no, but-
body, your
exactly.
body's not. First of all, let me just make this one thing clear.
Yeah,
Like, your body isn't meant to get hit.
facts.
Your body isn't meant to do any of those things. The movements, your body wasn't made for that.
and another
any
another
sport you
human
watch,
running full speed
Full
at
speed
you
to hit you.
to hit you,
That's not normal.
and it's like
Okay.
probably one of the only legal ways you can still do that.
That's not normal. That's literally not normal. But in the game of football players enjoy that. We
get off on it.
We get exactly. You know what I mean? So the
Not
people,
like not in like a fucked up way.
Yeah.
No, but it's like legit, like an inside, like a fire. Like me
to
playing on
some,
defense.
to some, it may be fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Some people
for sure.
literally
some people
go
are,
out
like,
to like hurt people.
there's
like,
some circuitry in the
Yes.
brain that's different. You know,
bro.
these guys are just.
It's different. And as a football player going out there, you have to understand that every game might be your last game, and it's okay. It's not like you're soft or you're not soft, bro. You're playing a sport. You're playing
Facts.
a violent game. The game's ugly, bro. It's a beautiful
Facts.
sport, but it's an ugly game. Like, there's a lot
Man,
of
that's such a
unfortunate things that
beautiful-
happen.
That's such a beautiful way to put it, man.
And bro, at times your body is giving out. You've been doing it since you were a child.
oh, yeah.
Like,
the
now
joints
you're a
aren't
man.
meant for
You're
this. The bones, nothing. All the repeated hits.
wear and
Bro,
tear.
I don't even know. I don't even really know enough to talk about the brain trauma and injuries. But yo, the evidence is overwhelming.
Every game's a car accident. So
Yo.
so you gotta like.
So is that one of the reasons why you branch out into other areas of life?
Yes, man. Because I know that, like, okay, like, at one point, because I started off playing basketball, and with basketball, like, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear on your knees and Achilles and all that stuff. It's a lot of jumping and all that stuff, but it's not
Nowhere near
taxing. You can play
football,
more
bro.
games.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You do
Like-
play more games.
Like football, when I started playing football and I started getting hits, like even through when I was young, like, man, a hit's a hit. You know what I mean? And
Yo,
it's like,
but
I was like,
is that-
okay, like
is
I
that-
definitely gotta like, I know I can't play this game forever because the hits I'm taking, I'm getting shaken up. Like,
Facts.
and no one's asking me if I'm concussed. No one's saying anything. So I don't know how many concussions I've suffered. Like I've had in my life. I don't know, but I've definitely had many.
Me
But like
neither. Yeah,
at
I'm
the same time,
bro.
it's like, okay, cool. I can't do this forever because one day I'm gonna get hit so hard and I won't get back up the same way. It won't be the same. So how do I set myself up in other ways, but show people that I'm more than just that one typical football player or
It's
just
like,
that
oh
typical
man,
athlete.
all he was is just an athlete.
Yeah.
Barely studied in school. Barely did this. Barely blah blah blah. Like, nah, man. Like, you don't fit that mold at all. And honestly, that mold is also unfair to just judge anybody that way. But at the same time, because athletes are some of the smartest people I know too. It's a different kind of smart.
Yeah, it's a different kind of smart, man. Honestly, it is a different kind of smart.
You might not be able to recite a textbook to me backwards about some molecular biology. I don't know you though like that.
But but for real,
But like, okay, so you're branching out into all kinds of different areas of life. Let's talk about your creative process a little bit.
man.
Let's talk about what kind of person you are under the surface. How much notes do you write? Where do you start? Where do your ideas pop up? Because you're a philosophical guy, man.
Yeah. I don't know, like, you think well, hey man, first of all, like, I just man, what's crazy is my mom always used to make me read books, and then I hated reading books. Like, I really did. I hated them, like, for whatever reason. It'd be Christmas, and if I was bad that year, or I did something wrong, or not even if I did something wrong, if they just wanted me to have a book, like, they would buy me all the gifts and stuff like that. They would buy me that book just to tell me, like, yo, there's knowledge.
Yeah,
there's
facts.
always more knowledge. And they didn't care.
Damn,
As
man,
much as I
that's a powerful
hated
thing.
reading, they didn't care. And I wasn't like, yo, like, F you, no. I was like, they knew I hated it. It wasn't a secret. I told them, like, I don't like books. But then they were, you know what I mean? But I started understanding, like, okay, they're not doing this to piss me off. They're doing this because, like, they're thinking that there's something I can learn. There's things that I can learn, and they know there's things that I can learn. So they're trying to find a way to better me, you know? They're finding ways to help me mature mentally and spiritually, you know, overall. So I appreciate them for that. And then with music, man, creative, like, honestly, I get in the zone, man. I hear a beat, probably play it a couple times, then I'll just start, like, freestyling, like, melodies, and then I'll definitely come up with some words, and then the words just come to me like that, man. But
Off the top?
Just off the
You
top.
don't prepare it before?
No, like, going into the studio recording, I have a written, like, I have an actual, like, note on my phone, but, like, I remember I go over it 18 times. I think it takes 18 times for you to fully, like, grasp something, like, to have
18
something,
times.
understand it.
That's an interesting
18
number,
times.
man.
You gotta go over it 18 times.
Where'd you get that?
Bro, hey, man, Google.
Google, no way.
Yeah, man. It takes 21 days to make something a habit, 90 days to make something a lifestyle.
Ooh, power quote.
So I'm pretty sure it's in a book too, man. I got it from a book. I
I believe you. I just want to see. 18
yep.
times to, like, memorize.
Yep. You do that, your delivery will be A1, because then
That's
you won't have
yeah.
to look at your phone.
No, that's true. Me, I've always been so bad at
You see it?
memorizing. Yeah, I did, bro. I
It's
saw
crazy.
something about it. I don't want to, like,
No, it's all good.
go too deep into that, but, like,
Crazy.
that's such an interesting thing to me, is like, okay, you can go into the studio and just produce something
Yeah.
based on the feeling, the sound,
Yeah.
your own experiences, you know, relationships, love, everything.
Yeah.
And
A
just
lot
like
about that.
a lot about, because I've listened to the whole thing. My favorite track was No Sleep.
Yeah.
I fuck with No Sleep.
Yeah, I fuck with No Sleep.
9 to 5. What is it? 9 to
9 to
5ers?
5ers,
95ers?
95ers, 95, 1995, 9 to 5, because
Exactly.
we got 9 to 5.
I love that. So, like, another dope track I thought was obviously Popular Demand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one was a sick one.
Man. Yeah, that was a cool one, man.
Because you got to do that with your fucking boy.
I got that too.
Man.
Yeah, that was the cool
Talk
part.
to me about that experience, man.
It was a cool song, man. I actually, like, you know, I was in LA, and then that's when I kind of, like, came up with the idea, and then started writing. And then yeah, man, got a beat from John G Beats.
John G.
He's from Miami, but he also, comes out to Ottawa, stays in Ottawa.
We'll put his info in the bio,
for
man.
sure. Shout out to John G.
Yeah.
And shout out to Freddie Prince too.
Facts.
Guiding
That's
me.
your cousin, right?
It's my cuz.
Yeah.
He always, guides me. But as of late, he's just been letting me do my own thing. You know what I mean? He's seeing like, okay, like this guy's like
He was on one of the interludes, right?
Yeah, he was on one of the songs. He was on Buy In actually.
Okay,
Freddie Prince was on Buy In. Yeah.
That's ham, bro.
Yes, he was. So
That's sick, man. I really enjoyed like his words.
Yeah, man. He's a great MC. But he knows how to really like express himself. He has a way of expressing himself in a way with words. His way with words. So, he's really taught me
Would you
how
say
to.
that's one of your inspirations?
Yeah, man, because he's really teaching me like, okay, man, you're using the most words. An artist uses the most words. How can you enhance your vocabulary? There's ways. You gotta read, dictionaries. You gotta go through different things. Like
Facts.
he's like, man, you gotta use different words.
You gotta do the things
Yes.
that the others aren't willing to do.
Facts.
Go the extra mile. Go thesaurus.com. How
Facts,
can I find another way to make this sound better?
Yeah, because
Put in the work. It's never not about putting in the work.
gotta put in the work.
That's the thing that, like, I don't know. I think a lot of people want to skip.
You can't skip putting in the work. You gotta put in the
Everyone
work.
just wants to just get to this fucking top of the mountain.
You gotta put in the work.
Everyone just talks about, I just need to like get this house. I just want to drive a Ferrari.
Yeah, how you gonna do that?
All right, fam. Cool.
How you gonna do
Good
that?
for you, bro. Do you have an action plan for this fucking goal dream of yours, or are you just hoping it into existence?
Bro, I agree with you on that, man. Having a plan is the most important thing.
And I'm
Starting
not
off
the
with
best
that.
at planning.
Nope.
But I still write things down
Yo.
and have a vision, and I think. Sometimes I'll stare at a wall and just think, bro. I think that's important. That's something that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was talking to Hayden about that actually, and it surprised me that he really like he actually thinks like this, and that he was like,
My bad.
I spend time thinking about things a lot and not wasting my time with other bullshit sometimes. He's like, I just want to think
Yeah.
and understand my vision. Think, why do I want this? How am I going to get it? What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's clean to me. You mind getting some ice, bro?
Nah, you're good, G.
That's just fucking so interesting to me, man. Like, being able to have the self-awareness to think, have a vision, have a plan, and like want to actually execute it instead of just wandering through life.
Fuck wandering through life, bro. What are you wandering for? Like, who are you following? Like, yo, follow whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Like, honestly, I'm tired of people doing the whole same shit. Like, why are you doing the same thing your parents did? Why are you doing the exact same thing, chasing the exact same
My
lifestyle?
pops drives a bus.
Just fuck that, bro. Like,
My
don't
pops
do
drives
that.
the OC Transpo
Fuck
bus.
that.
Man.
Like,
Shout out to my
nothing
dad. I love you to death. And
Yes.
I shout out to bus drivers. They get us around the city.
realest ones.
I'll never do that.
The realest ones.
I would have let
Don't
down
do
my
it.
pops.
Don't do it.
I'll never do that. You know what I'm saying?
Your
But,
dad
like,
would look at you like, why the fuck are you doing what I'm doing?
bro, you'd be surprised, man. Like, half the family, they settle. It's very easy to settle,
It
my
is, 'cause
G.
you're comfortable.
You see that carrot? I have a job in the government, bro. Bro, take that in. Do you know how fucking easy it would be for me to just like, all right, punch my ticket. This is it. Made it. Now I don't have to worry about anything. Just gotta clock into work and that's
Yeah.
it, and then leave.
Fuck
And then
that.
there's a little stress here and there. Yeah, existential crisis, blah blah blah. But like, you're taken care of. You got decent pay, benefits, whatever, pension, all that. You could, people, I see them our age talk about retirement.
Yeah, chill
You know,
out.
you know how that fucking scares me.
Yeah, I got my pension plan.
It's a really good pension.
plan, nigga.
Yo, bro, my pension plan is fucking making it, doing something. I don't know what that is, and I don't have a predefined amount of monetary value that is. But to me, it's more about like other value, inner value, leaving something behind that can help people do something. I can't claim to be an expert in anything. But it's a good idea. Even fucking having people just think about these kinds of things. I think it's important, man.
I think, man, success is whatever success means to you. You define success. You get to select. You get to choose what success is for yourself. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do is whatever. You know, I feel like that's the most important thing, man. And I just feel like you gotta stick to that, man. Fuck what everyone else has for you, planned for you. Like, a lot of people are gonna be, oh man, like, yo, you played football. Like, why are you making music? Yo, because I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, okay.
You want some ice?
Please. Yeah. And it's like, even if I thanks, man. Bro. It's like, even if I make music, okay, I can't play football.
Yeah, or even if you play football, you can't be into fashion.
You can't be into different things.
Cooking.
Like, yeah.
You can't be into, like...
Yeah, you see that.
I do see that, bro. Come on, man.
I try to...
People don't know that Tyrone's a chef, bro.
Yeah,
this guy's like... He's not a chef, but he's a chef, you know?
I can cook, man.
You
I
cook,
really enjoy
bro.
it. My parents, they taught me how to cook. I was away for like 4.5 years, 5 years.
All right, man.
School, so I had to teach. I had to learn how to cook.
Laval, man.
Bro, I had to learn how to cook. And at one point, I had a roommate, and he was younger, Dan Basambombo, and he'll tell you, I was cooking for the both of us. He was like my younger brother. I wasn't not gonna feed him, you know. I'm like, yo, this is a kid. He's 19, bro.
That's how I feel about my bro.
Shit, I'm 20, 21, but shit, we gotta make it work. Like, I gotta make sure he eats, he grows, he becomes a better athlete, and it was a responsibility. And yo, I didn't even think of it that way. It wasn't like, oh, I'm doing him a favor. No. It just felt like a dude, like it had to be done. And that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is to be a man. You have to know how to provide and find different ways to provide. But
that's very important what you just said, because like, I think it's actually like programmed in our DNA.
I think it is, bro.
And if you don't get that, that's why one of the reasons I think why you see so much lost dudes, especially, I'm not just saying only dudes, only guys.
No, but just like,
but dudes out there who don't have like any purpose, any like drive, any motivation.
Yeah.
But I was there, man. Like, when I fucking put on all this weight, I was in a dark place in my life, guy. Like, you know, it was important for me to like get out of that mindset, because that's the first thing that has to change before you change anything, is your mindset. If you're not changing how you're like interfacing with the world, how are you supposed to expect the world to give you anything? That's just pure entitlement.
For sure. You
can't just go out there and just complain about things and just be like, yo, I'm owed this and that. Like, man, life sucks, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, yo, life might suck for some people. I'm not gonna say it like, yo, it's all peaches and rainbows, roses, whatever.
Yeah. We all walk through,
man. People come out of the worst situations and
facts
do better for others.
It's about how you respond, bro. You fall, people fall all the time, yo. How do you get back up? How do you bounce back? If you fall, get the fuck back up, man. Don't let anyone keep you down. Don't hold yourself down. Don't feel sorry for yourself either.
Never. That's the worst
people
thing. That's
fail
where
all the time.
That's where you get into a negative feedback loop.
Yeah.
Of like, now you're feeling negative.
Yeah.
You're doing a negative action.
Yeah.
After to cope with it, whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for some people it's like some different kind of drugs. Some people it's just alcohol, even.
Yeah.
Alcohol, drug, everything's a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, people use coping mechanisms and then they repeat the cycle. Feel negative the next day. You repeat the cycle. You just blah, blah, blah. But like, if you just rewire that, you just hack that and be like, yeah, nah, bro, there's something has to change.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
Reevaluate. Pivot. I love that, man.
You don't find when you change, you feel rejuvenated. You feel like a new person, bro.
Change is so
you feel like
important.
You're capable of doing like anything because you're like, yo, shit. Like, I just reinvented myself. Like,
100%.
I was down and I just came back like, boom, here you go, nigga.
100%.
Like, just, you know what I mean? Like, I just came back, reinvented myself. Like, I feel like it's super important to
100%.
like make to stay solid and never fold on yourself. Like, never just like, you know what I mean? Like, if you go through a tough time, don't give up and feel sorry for yourself. Get back up. Go through it.
Reach out for support from people.
Facts.
Man.
You can't do it by yourself.
Everyone's gonna fall down, bro.
Can't do it by yourself.
Come on, man. Like, there's no fucking perfect story out here.
And make sure you got the support system too. There's a lot of people who don't necessarily have like the right people around them. You know, like I've always had like close group of friends, and I've always had the same friends pretty much. Like, yo, I've known you from way back. You're not a new friend. It's not a new friend. Like,
no.
You know what I mean? Like, I've known like guys in the MLB, Jay King, all those guys way back. Anyone really, you know, like Smitty, way back. Like, those are day ones, because those are people I see a lot, and I feel like I see loyalty. You know, I don't see them change ever. No matter what I do, I always feel it's always the same energy, and it's always reciprocated. So I'm always like, okay, this is genuine. This is more than just, you know, some, we're friends just for saying it. You know what I mean? We're this is not friends.
Just
this
for
is
the
like more
sake
of it.
of,
It's like a brotherhood. This is like, okay,
I know that
all
guy.
stages of life. If I have a wedding, you're there. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. That's what I see it as. So those are cool things. When you're able to build those rapport,
you can't replace either.
You can't. That's things money can't buy. Realness. And I feel like when you're able to build those rapports and relationships with people, it makes it that much better, right? Like,
facts.
So
that's like, I could not agree more with like whatever you just said, man. Loyalty, day one, people.
For sure.
It's MLB the team too, man. Like it's not even just like it's formalized.
Yeah. It's MLB the team.
Out here, man. Go follow that.
Go follow that on Instagram.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, coming to a city near you for sure.
Let's actually switch gears a bit, man. Talking about Instagram and social media for a second, bro. Since I known you since the beginning of time, you've been active.
Yeah.
Like I remember you and me, and we still are to a certain extent. We're one of the ones who survived the Twitter.
We did.
The beginning of Twitter times.
Bruh, I know.
You remember those times when it was like the grimy days? It
Bruh.
was just straight. Like, I'm not to say Twitter's
just
got
like grimy. Like, you would just tweet everything.
Everything
on the
every
toilet.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, out here just ate food. White people jerking.
Yo,
Like,
facts,
yo,
bro.
remember
like,
jerking?
Jerking.
Remember
I used
all
to
the
jerk,
dance
bro.
moves? You remember Cat Daddy?
Bro.
Yo, you remember like
I had the
these phases?
Transformers bag with the metal screamo skinny jeans.
With the, remember the skinny jeans,
bro. Super. I still like wear the skinnies, but like not
that way.
That way, like that's a different way. That's a bit like too tight.
Those are tight back in the day, bro. I remember that shit. Imagine me, big ass guy,
bro,
trying to fit in fucking normal ass Levi's.
Bro,
they didn't make jeans for me, bro.
It looks weird because the jeans are so tight that the shoes look awkward.
Yeah, and remember, like, this is even before people would roll up the cuff of the it was just like it'd be open. There was no cuff. So whack.
Super whack. Bro.
You know when like you'd have the Vans?
I just told the Vans are fire though. You can't see about the Vans, but I haven't worn Vans. I haven't worn Vans in a minute,
right?
Bro. I haven't. You know what I mean? I won't lie to you. They're fire though.
Maybe we gotta bring Vans back, bro. Recently, I've been seeing Converse are like so. Everyone has Converse.
I'm gonna bring Vans back.
You bring Vans back? All right, man.
I'm an Air Force Ones guy though, but I'm gonna start wearing. I still have over 17 or 20 pairs of Vans in my closet, stacked in boxes. So I'm gonna bring them back, and I have all the colors
like that. You got a shoe closet like that?
Yeah, I got a lot of shoes.
How many pairs of shoes do you think you have?
Buying shoes or getting shoes. Period.
Is that something like? Was that a guilty pleasure?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I honestly just go for Air Force Ones nowadays, man. I used to be a really big Jordan guy. Like I would buy a lot of Jordans. Man.
I wanted to actually ask you before I forget.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Jordan? I'm not. Keep in mind, I'm not a big J's guy.
I gotta go 1A, 1B.
1A, 1B.
So 1A, 1B. So I'm gonna go with the ones. Shout out my boy J King. The Jordan ones are fuego. You can go with any type of one. The Carmine ones, bread. You can go with whatever you want. However you want the ones is however you're going to get it. Off-white ones.
Power.
Or you can go with the 11s. The bread 11s are crazy. The Concord 11s are crazy too.
Jeez,
you got to... The 11s and the ones are definitely the best Jordans, but for me, right now, I get the Air Force Ones. It's so cheap, and they're such a clean, comfortable shoe.
And
you can wear with it anything.
Coming out with like different crazy like collabs and colors and crazy shit.
The colorways are crazy.
The Concord 11s though are just a vintage, like a classic.
You gotta get the Concord 11s,
bro. Which ones do you have? Like
you can get the lows or you can get the highs. I like the highs because it's the classic. It's what Jordan like rocked. So, like, you know what I mean? You actually wore them. The 3s are fire too, though. Shit, I forgot about the 3s. And the 4s are nice too.
I had to bring it up, man, because like fashion's a big part of your life too, bro.
It is. I love clothes, man.
Like you pretty much rebranded yourself and made that actually a part of your image.
I did.
And like that's not something that slipped by me. I definitely peeped that, and I respect that shit.
Yo, salute.
Because not only in the grimy days of Twitter, but IG. Coming back to the whole social media thing, like Instagram too, back in the day. fucking, I remember being an OG on that. Like, I can actually say this. I remember Instagram came out. It was like very new.
Yeah.
It was whack. Like, it wasn't even, you could share photos, but nothing else. Going from a tweet to that, I was like, this is bunk. But yo,
Facts, big
I remember my first photo was some dumb shit, because everyone was just posting dumb shit at that time. I posted like a Chicago Bulls hat.
Yo.
It's a snapback.
Yo,
like,
Chicago Bulls snaps were serious back in the day.
I remember, yo, that was a movement, man.
Yup.
I'm not even a Bulls fan. It was straight up the drip. I like Detroit hats too for that reason.
Okay.
Like Detroit snapbacks. Big Sean had some crazy ones.
Big Sean still has some crazy ones.
No, still has
Fuck.
them. Still has them.
Yeah.
I just feel like I guess the snapback wave's kind of finished.
Yeah.
It's still there in like a very like rare minority, but
Yeah.
isn't it crazy to you how like waves change like that?
I just feel like,
it's
man,
literally waves.
Fuck it. Follow your own wave, bro.
Make your own wave.
Yo, ASAP Rocky's wearing bootcut jeans right now.
A$AP
Wiz
Rocky's
Khalifa's
always
wearing
been,
bootcut
like,
jeans
ahead
right
of the
now.
curve, man.
Okay? Now they're wearing bootcut jeans right now. Because they know everyone's going to go back to bootcut. But they don't give a fuck. Now, are you going to follow what everyone's going to do? Or are you going to do whatever the fuck you want to do so that
People can follow
who you
you.
want? People are going to follow your wave. Because, yo, at the end of the day, you can control your own vibe. Now, if everyone wears bootcut and I decide to still wear my skinnies or wear whatever the fuck I want to wear, yo, that's my own style. No one else is dressing like me. Why do I want to dress like everybody else? That makes no sense. That defeats the purpose of standing. Like, you want to stand out. You want to be your own person.
Of course
you
you
want to be unique
do.
in your
Of course
own
you
way.
do. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you shouldn't be like trying look like anyone really. You could just have your own drip.
Yeah.
You could take bits and pieces from everyone. That's for sure. But there's nothing wrong with
do,
that.
man. It's not like you're designing every piece of clothing that
No,
you're wearing.
Nah.
We're not there yet.
Nah, bro. But I definitely think everyone should definitely have their own their own style, bro. Their own wave, their own vibe. Like not your, something that expresses how you're feeling that day. You know, someone looks at how you're dressing, they're like, okay, shit, that's how he's feeling today. Business, okay, he's dressed up with dress shoes, bang bang, the loafers, okay.
And you can see a lot of the parallels in that in the video you posted for Popular Demand.
Yeah,
so that video, that video is crazy to me.
I did have that
because you had different levels of drip.
Yeah.
Amazing production quality on that too.
Yeah, from Rohit. Shout out
Rohit.
Kid Ro, yeah.
Fuck Ro
Fuck
on
Ro.
On IG.
Fuck Ro.
We'll link it down below.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so like weird saying that shit.
Nah, yo, you gotta
but
say it.
I have to,
You have to say it,
I
bro.
respect it so much,
No
bro.
cap.
It's like, that was a sick video. I
was.
genuinely enjoy watching the video. When I see snippets of it every day still, because I watch your story.
Yeah.
Popular Demand.
Yeah.
Woo! You and Jay King.
Yeah, it's a cool video, man. It's a it was just about
It's fun.
It's fun. That's
It's
all it
fun.
is. That's literally all it is. But now, man, like my next video I got coming out is an actual concept behind it. So I can't wait to show
Okay.
you guys that video.
Okay.
And
For what track? You ready to say?
Because I have a song coming out. I have songs dropping before that video
Right,
that are
man.
actual singles.
That is something I want to talk to you about
Yeah.
because you have bare content coming through. You're
Bro.
putting in work in the studio.
Bro,
It's
I've
not
been
just-
going overtime in that studio just so that I can have content to flood you guys with. Because people, I feel like when you say I'm going to flood, people are calling cap. When I say I'm flooding, like, yo, like, the songs are ready to go. Like, they're ready to go. Like, it's not like I'm sitting on songs that are ready to go. It's not even like it's not ready to go. No, there's songs that are ready to go. There's some that aren't ready to go. And I post some that are not ready to go. But I post them just to post them because I don't care.
The rough
It's
version.
a rough. And it's cool that it's a rough because the rough, how you hear the rough is not how you're going to hear the masters.
But I like how you're playing with it with social media because you're using it very well and that you're communicating with whoever fucks with you or follows you.
Yeah.
They don't have to.
They don't.
But the people that do, they fuck with the wave. I think engagement is important.
Yeah.
And I think what you're putting out there, rough or not, it's dope.
Thank you, bro.
Because, like, that's one of the biggest hacks. Is like, I'm finding this now because this whole shit is new to me. You know,
Yeah.
I've never been a proper guy on social
Algorithms.
media.
Yeah.
I post the odd pic here and there,
Yeah.
whatever, the odd Snapchat, whatever. But I never like took it that seriously. It wasn't ever that deep with me. It was like whatever. But now that I'm trying to like promote this thing and I want people to fuck with it and follow it, I'm learning so much about like the engagement of people and like actually trying to communicate something to people. You got to be the face. You got to make yourself a part of people's day, which is actually a goal of mine.
Bro,
I want people to listen to this, our conversation right now, on the way to work. I want them to listen to it doing the dishes. I want people to just tune in. Because, it really, like, you don't have to sit down and pay attention to every word. But if you just take something from this conversation, if one person out there can take this convo and it can inspire them to do something. We did already more than like what we were probably gonna do tonight.
Big facts. Big facts.
I mean, maybe I can't speak for you because you'd probably be in the studio or like out here training or something. But like,
yeah, man. Like honestly, like coming here was a cool opportunity, bro. I just wanted to come here, man.
For sure, bro.
I was already like fucking with it, so from a distance, I was like, okay, like I might as well just. I want to be on the show, nigga. Like, where's my invite?
Facts, good.
Get me on the show. Like, any radio, whatever, I'm down for, bro. I'll come talk to you guys any day. Like, I don't care. Like, it's a good conversation. There's always a conversation to have.
Do you think you can speak the same way you're talking to me right now on Hot 89.9?
Definitely not. Because then I'd have to, like, clean it all up.
That was, like almost a rhetorical question.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't even... Bro, you can't even cuss, bro.
You can't say
think
anything.
You can have a Henny bottle?
No, bro. You can't have no bottle of Henny.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like... this is why I think... like, podcasts are such a wave.
It is a wave.
And like... I'm not saying I'm early to it or anything. That's not it. I'm so late. This shit's been around for so long.
Yo, you're not late. You're not late. And fuck it, better late than never.
Facts.
What do you mean? If you never do it, then what do you mean?
Exactly.
You never did it. Fuck it. But better late than never.
But that, like, you're making me tie it back to my point because it's like you are able to put yourself out there and be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're able to allow yourself to be judged.
Yeah.
You're allowed to like put yourself out there to be judged and not like really give a fuck. Obviously, everyone has a level of fucks to give.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah.
To a certain point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've been able to like hack that to be able to be like, yo, I'ma just put my shit out there. Fuck with it or not.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Bro, for real, I actually genuinely do not care because everything is subjective. You're gonna feel how you wanna feel about whatever that thing is. And that's it. That's just the way you feel about it. And he may feel a certain way, and it may be different. But however he feels is however he feels. However you feel is however you feel. It can't always feel the same. How you feel when you go on a roller coaster and how he feels when he goes on a roller coaster won't be the same. If he's scared of heights, what? You're going to... You know what I mean?
So that's it's like different. That's a big thing.
Everything you do in life, even if you do it with someone, the experience will always be different. For both.
Fire.
It will never be the same.
Fire.
So don't ever look at yourself like, yo, we're both here. So shit, we're experiencing the same thing. No, you're fucking not. Because you don't know what he's dealing with, and he doesn't know what you're dealing with.
That's why I love talking to humans. Everyone has a story.
Yo, facts.
Everyone's got something to talk about. When I've talked to some people who've been reaching out to me over this, they're like, yo, blah, 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 really fuck with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I send them a message back because I always want to just have a real convo with everyone.
Facts.
It's like, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Like, can't wait to have you on the podcast. They're like, I don't have anything to talk about. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Just come talk.
Everyone's got something to talk about, bro. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got some, like, we all put up this. This is how I think social media is about to change so much. And just life, how we interface with people.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to have to be vulnerable and, hack your insecurities to the point where you can just be yourself. Because there's going to be no way to be any other way. You're not going to have any privacy. You're not going to have any, like, you could put on a front to an extent, but I genuinely think that's disappearing. You can't be inauthentic in the future.
You can't, bro. You got to be
You can't be inauthentic at any time.
Be your own person,
in the future, you won't be able to get away with it.
Nah, you got to be your own person, bro. I think
you just got to be yourself, man. Like, it's very hard to look at all these perfect images that we get portrayed in the media of people. But that's not even them, bro. If I sat down, any famous actor, musician, baller, they're all common denominator. We're all just humans. if we talk, if we like, whatever your poison is, whatever, just sit down, let's just talk.
Yeah.
We could have a coffee together. We could have nothing. We could just
Yeah.
talk. Everyone has a story.
Bro, everyone has something to talk about, no matter what they say. Because there's people coming from all walks of life.
Exactly.
From different countries, different backgrounds, different values, different
Facts.
different everything. So might as well.
That's not to say I fuck with everybody I meet. Don't ever take it that way, because I might sound like I'm pushing some like positivity, always be but some people are just, energy sucks.
Yeah, the energy sucks. Keep it away from me, bro.
Some people are just negative, and I don't need to be any part of what you got going on, bro.
Fuck out of here. And I
just
dare
out here,
people to
like,
just tell me, no one could tell me to stop like doing something. Like, if I want to do it, bro, I'm doing it. Like, it's okay. Like, you could tell me like it's not for you. That's okay. Fuck you. Like, bro, like, you go. I'm not gonna tell you that in that moment, but like, you're like, why are you okay? Like, have you done this? No. So why do you feel like you can tell me what it's supposed to be like? What gives you that level of credibility? Like, who's giving you this? Like, who's telling you that you're now an A&R, so now you have an ear for music, so now you know what sounds good and what doesn't, or what looks better, or you know what I mean? Like, if I'm your nigga,
people are hiding behind an egg on Twitter, bro.
Come on, bro.
These people are anonymous.
Exactly.
They're commenting on your shit
Exactly.
like, you're a bitch, bro. Like, you're fucking, I hate you.
Exactly. For every like, you probably have you're definitely gonna have way more love than hate, and when you get that love, don't
matters.
focus on the hate. Who the fuck cares? There's 3 people that are hating on you. There's 100 people that are hating on you. There's 1 million people that like your shit though. Okay, so then who the fuck cares about that shit, bro?
Yeah.
It's
very
keep
easy
hating
to
on me.
let that negative voice
Thanks.
drown out the positive ones, though, and I can completely understand why that would happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's human nature. If 100 people in the crowd are clapping for you and one is giving you the middle finger, you're gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with that guy?
Yo, facts.
It is what it is. It's just how we're wired. I think it's actually still in our like DNA to perceive that as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just want like on some other
That
shit.
that is though.
But like I genuinely think, and I don't have the science or the anthropology.
Some other shit.
Well, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, people let that one voice mean too much.
Yeah,
and even
bro.
that one voice, that potential of that one voice, they'll let that stop them from doing what they want to do.
Bro, that's exactly what I'm on. On my new music, the Bravado came out. The first EP is cool. Whatever, I put it out, finding my sound. Now I found a way.
Bad, bro.
No, you good.
Is that live?
Yeah, we still good.
Oh shit!
I found a way.
We got anyone watching that? Or
Yeah,
no?
we do actually.
That's crazy, man. I've never done any live
That's
shit.
crazy. But we found a way to make it more like, I found a way to make it more like I have a bravado, so I'm trying to bring out my bravado. So now I'm trying to be more like confident. I have my sound. I'm like, okay, I know how I sound. This is how I want to sound. I know what I'm doing. In this moment, I know how to create music now. Okay, cool. Bang. Like, I don't need no one. I could do it like by myself. I don't need no input. Yo, like, does this sound good? Like, fuck that.
Now you're ready to
If you have
over.
ideas, dish out your idea. If I like it, cool, we're going with it. If I don't, no, because it's my song. Like, you know what I mean? If I don't feel it, then it's not. I want emotions to be felt when you're listening to my new music, and I promise you, the emotions will be felt. And like, there's a bravado. Now I'm talking about. You're gonna hear me talk a lot about things, dreams, and aspirations, things I plan on having, things I plan on getting. You won't hear me talk about diamonds because I don't have diamonds. I don't talk about diamonds, but you'll hear me talking about, I want to do this for my mom. I want to get this car. I want to do this. I want to have this. I want to do this. You're gonna hear me talk about it because I feel like those are things that I want to do and things I want to have. But at the same time, there's still a lot more behind it. Now, there's way more things I want to do. There's organizations and things I want to get behind. There's nonprofit organizations I want to do. Like, there's different things. There's real estate. When you have enough money, I want to get involved in property. And things like that. So
can't wait.
It's working your way up.
I can't wait to have multiple streams of income.
Facts.
And never have to rely on selling my time for money.
Facts.
Because I don't want to rent my fucking
Never
the most
about
valuable that. If you think about it, you're never gonna be younger than you were a second ago.
Big facts.
So the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
Let's do something with it, bro.
Might as well, bro. What do you have to lose?
Let's go back to the music for a quick second.
Yeah.
Okay. you and I both share a love for some R&B music
Yup.
since day one.
From day one.
We've been influenced a lot by some Trey songs, some Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You in an official capacity, me in the whip alone.
Yo, I fuck with both niggas, bro. Trey Songz and Chris Brown. Both them niggas are fire. Shout out to Chris Breezy, bro.
Especially when they make tracks together, bro. Woo! But yo, Chris Breezy's been on some other shit lately.
Bro, I think Chris Brown just solidified himself as like the GOAT, bro.
Yo,
He's
man.
the only guy I know who could drop
50
like 50
tracks.
songs, 30 songs. Fuego. And even if you're like
Okay,
annoyed,
I don't know about all of them being
no,
fuego,
not all of them being fuego.
but
Because
still,
music is subjective, so
It is very
some people may like a certain song, other people may not. You know, that's just the way how they feel.
would you ever release?
But I think-
would you ever release something?
No, because
in
I
that
feel like-
fashion with
I feel like
50
that's something-
fucking tracks.
That's something only Chris Brown can do. Chris Brown has over 1,000 songs in his vault. I promise you, he does. That's something only Chris Brown can do.
Yo,
No one else can do that.
Imagine if Chris Brown wasn't known what he was known for to the masses. Like,
I wouldn't do that.
what do you mean?
Oh, like if he wasn't known for it, I just feel like he has a bad rap. He's the most underrated. Joe Budden said it. He's the most underrated superstar in history.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like he should be Michael Jackson
Bro, like
of this time.
I think at this point,
He
it's
is?
just like I just think at this point it's like fuck it. He's Chris Brown. This nigga
Okay,
can
no,
draw.
I hate to
This
make
nigga-
comparisons.
You know
like
what I mean?
that.
Like, no. I love it. Like Michael Jackson's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's iconic. Michael Jackson's who the fuck doesn't like Michael
But you
Jackson?
gotta take the person.
Nigga, Chris Brown's Chris Brown, bro. Chris Brown is Chris Brown. Then he could rap, he could sing,
Dance.
he could dance,
Dance his ass off too. It's not
Bro.
like any of those things.
Yeah,
he can do like a
Yeah.
bit. Nah, bro, this guy.
Yeah.
Breezy's out here on a whole different
I
wave.
respect the artistry for both. Like they're both dope, but like I just feel like they're each their own individual. Like Chris Brown can play basketball. Michael Jackson cannot play basketball.
Yeah, man. But like I've noticed some like a little bit of the Trey Songz influence in some of your tracks, which actually interests me so much.
Oh, crazy.
I found it crazy. It was in distortion.
Yeah.
I heard like the vocals
Yeah.
background and like
Yeah.
yo, that shit was like fire, man.
Yeah, bro.
It was a good EP, man. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Bumped it in the whip, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. But
I want everyone to
I
go
was still
on
trying to-
Spotify, go download that shit, go on Apple Music,
Yo.
whatever, man.
yo, big
go
facts.
get it,
Go on
bro.
Apple, go on all that stuff.
He's
go
on
stream that.
yo, my guy's on all platforms. Go find him. Like yo,
Big facts.
we're Ottawa mans. We have to support each other, bro.
We do.
Everyone does, man. I don't know why everyone doesn't want everyone to come up.
What's crazy, I agree with that. And what's crazy is that like you're fucking with my old shit, but I actually think you'll fuck with my new shit that
I
much
will.
more because I feel like no, seriously, I genuinely feel like I'm not just saying that. I promise you, I really feel like you'll listen to it and you'll be like, yo, who the fuck is this? And who the fuck, like why, like who? Like you're just gonna be like, yo, whoa, like,
That's how
it's
I'm
not
feeling.
even gonna sound
Yeah.
like remotely the same. It's gonna
You
be like,
leveled
yo,
up.
this is like, yeah, yes, and it's for the better, and it's not because like, oh,
But yo,
it's
that's
just you're going
because
through,
yo, that's
you're
because
going
you
through the
put out your
motions.
first work.
Yeah, you're going through the motions.
That's how
yeah.
I felt about doing my first podcast. It's a lot smaller scale,
Yes,
but to me, doing that first fucking podcast with my boy Nashad, shout out to Nashad.
yeah.
He's actually here
Shout
in the
out
house
Nash.
tonight.
Hey, hey.
I was so happy that we got to do that together because I felt like I was trash. Because this is all new to me.
Oh, shout out King Chess, my bad. Keep going.
Yeah. I felt like, yo, I was like not even like nice with it yet. I didn't even have the lighting yet. So imagine my G, we used a construction light, like one of those lights. And it looked
Oh,
so
yeah.
bunk. To me, like the look matters when you're putting something out.
It
This is
does.
how I am.
It does.
It actually does because
It does.
a person might never return to it again. Not like that matters that much.
I agree with you.
It actually doesn't. That's just something you tell yourself. But to me, I want to make a product that people are going to enjoy. But putting out that first thing, I'm always going to remember that. I'm always going to be grateful that I did.
Yes.
And I didn't just think about it. Because I'm sure you've thought about it for some time as well.
Yo, honestly, I'll keep it real with you, bro. I'm super self-critical. So, like, there'll be times where I'm in the studio. I made, like, okay, so I'll make a track, and it'll be fire. I look around in the room, and there's cameras that are recording everything, so I can go back and watch, like, footage. and everyone's just vibing, and I'm like, nah, I can go back in, and it's like everyone's like, yo, relax, like
Chill,
it's not about
nice.
you,
Yeah.
it's a vibe for us. Like if
Interesting.
everyone else is vibing, the music isn't for you. It's not about you. There'll be songs that you'll put out that you may not like. There'll be things that you'll do that you may not like, but that other people will like and enjoy. So you might as well let them enjoy it instead of being selfish. Not everything can't be about you. So I'm like, okay,
you're
shit, it's not
dropping
about me.
straight bars,
It's not about
straight
me.
knowledge right now, man.
It's not about me. So I'm like, yo, now, bro, when I make music, I'm like, okay, shit, is it a vibe? Everyone's vibing? Okay, cool.
It's not
a
about
vibe.
me.
The engineer's vibing. Tino, shout out my dog Tino, shout out my dog Vic. If I catch those guys bopping their heads, I know I did my job. I came there ready. I didn't waste their time, and I got better. I always make sure, and every time I go to the studio, I want to make sure I got better, and the delivery sounds better. The flow sound better. Everything has to sound better, and the song doesn't necessarily have to be a better song, because that's not for me to decide. But I as long as I know that I've gotten better, I've made progress today, that's all that matters.
That's bars, bro. I honestly, I feel like you and me, we could be here tonight.
Yo, facts.
Talking the shit all night.
Yeah, facts.
But I do have to wrap this up soon, brother.
No, facts.
I'm gonna ask you one more question before I move on to our lightning round.
All right.
It sounds cheesy as shit, but I'm trying to do something to kind of end the podcast. I'm gonna just ask you 5 quick questions.
All right.
But before that, the last thing I wanted to really talk to you about is like, how do you connect with people who fuck with you and follow you, whether it be social media or anything else? How do you connect with people? What do you do?
Man, a lot of times I'll probably get like kids who DM me and stuff. So when I get the kids who DM me, I DM them back. I talk to them. We have conversations. They ask me crazy questions like, yo, how do you make it? I'm like, yo, made it. I haven't made anything, bro. Like I'm trying to make it. Like it's not about me. I haven't made anything, and I'll always be.
Is it like that when you get autographs? Kids at autograph signings.
It is. Kids ask me for my gloves. I gave a kid my gloves the other week, man. And man, shout out to him. And I follow him on Instagram, and I know he's probably watching. But
hey, shout out to
he's probably watching. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And he was a cancer patient, and he had just survived. He just fought cancer, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. But like, there's those moments where you're like, you're doing something, and it's like, in that moment you're like, yo, I'm nobody. Like, why are these kids looking? You know what I mean? Like, yo, what? And then you realize like, okay, no, shit, like, okay, like I am someone. Like, at least someone to them. So I might as well, do my best to lead by example. Obviously, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to make my own mistakes. Like, that's what it is, bro. I'm going to do shit that you probably won't want to do, If you see me smoking, if you see me drinking, don't do what I'm doing. If you see me doing this, don't do what I'm doing. But
Facts,
just take
bro.
the good from what I'm doing and apply it to your lifestyle, to your everyday life.
Facts.
But, man, that's
crazy, man. To me, that's wild, bro. To me, even having the impact on someone's life that way, that's almost a burden. That's a responsibility.
It is.
It's almost like, yo, you can't just now fuck off.
Nah, you can't.
It's not an option. Not that it ever was.
Bro, I
But
DM people on the daily. I've linked up with producers like from Hermes, Sam Mayu, like different people from all walks, like all around the world, like from Germany, guys, producers like sending me beats from Germany, New York, Miami. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, shit, I'm not even like up, and this is cool. I'm working with different people from all walks of life, and what's cool is that I don't know what he's doing today. He doesn't know what I'm doing today, but what we know, we're on the same page with this music shit. Like he's sending me a beat for a banger, and I'm like, yeah, I need a banger. So like, yes, we're on the same page. So at the end of the day, it's like it's just working perfectly, and it's like it's just organic. Nothing's forced, nothing's being forced, and it's cool, man. Like, and you're just like,
there's nothing that can replace that, because now it's
high.
Like it's literally a vibration.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's coming.
Yeah. So it's cool, man.
I love that, bro. No, for real, man. Like, I honestly feel like, I don't know, I gotta get out of here soon, but at the same time, like, we could have this convo all night, and it's not gonna be the last time I have you on, bro.
No, for sure.
We still have so much to cover, bro. I swear to God, so much.
We do.
But yo, I'm gonna start with my cheesy ass lightning round, bro.
Lightning round, let's get it.
What's one thing you don't think people know about you?
Yo, I'm actually the funniest. I feel like I'm so chill and so funny.
Yeah.
People low-key don't even, I'm not gonna tell, I'm not saying I'm funny. I just think I am, like, I know for a fact.
Nah, that's it. You
just
answered
based
the
on,
question.
yeah, I'm funny.
You
Like, I
answered
guess,
the question,
you know,
bro.
I'm good energy, good vibes.
The thing is, it's like, there's what you portray and what you are, what you do.
Yeah.
And then people are going to make their own image of who you
That's
are.
all it is, bro.
And they're going to download that. And if you don't match that, that'll be a big surprise to people.
You know what I mean?
And people put you in the box.
Yes.
That's what they want to do.
They put you in the box.
They want to put you in a box.
Yes.
I don't know if that's some human nature shit
It
or
is.
if people are just weird.
Judgmental.
People want to, look at this black kid.
Yeah.
Look at this athlete,
Typical.
rapper.
Typical.
Look, he's going out.
Typical.
Look, he's with a white girl.
Typical. No matter what I do, I'm gonna get
Judgment.
I'm gonna get judged.
You're gonna get it, bro. It's dark, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Facts. I don't even give a fuck, bro. Fuck all that. Yo, man. To be honest,
Tyrone's a fun guy,
I'm fun. I'm a fun guy. Literally, like, yo, honestly, I'm all about laughing, bro, roasting.
That's
You
so
know
funny.
me.
I feel kawaii so much more now.
You know what I mean? You're just like, yo,
I feel like
chill.
everyone's like talking about the guy. I'm even talking about him right now. People aren't letting the man breathe and live, you know? Like, whatever, over some decision.
bro.
Like, guy, he says
Forcing
something
another
and
nigga to
people
make
make
his life decision. Fuck out of here,
and
bro.
then people are like, yo, this guy, he became basically a meme, worldwide meme. Like, yo, like his laugh, all right, bro, I get it. It's like, it's kind of funny.
I'm a fun guy.
But I'm a fun guy. He's just trying to, like, he doesn't know what to give you guys.
Bruh, he doesn't because no
And
one
then
knows.
what he does give you, you turn into a worldwide meme. No wonder.
You
Media
know
is
what
a
I mean?
weird thing, huh?
It's a weird thing, bro. They want you, but they don't, because when you do something that they don't approve of, they're against you all of a sudden.
That's so
but the
fucked
second you ball out in a game, oh my God, nah,
Look
fuck
at that
up, bro.
number
What, you just talking
85.
trash about
Look at
me?
that number 85.
fuck outta
Tyrone
here.
Pierre,
Yeah,
absolute, like, he loves to do things in the community.
Shut up.
Go to his camp.
Shut up. And
And
then
then 2 days later, you get caught outside a club, like, just, like, drunk as
drunk
shit.
and, oh yeah, we don't want him like that. Oh, you
Smoking a
bad
blunt.
guy.
Hit, yo, just like, yo, Tyrone Pierre caught smoking a blunt outside nightclub. Bro, what are you talking about?
It's all about controlling the narrative. Control the narrative.
Control the narrative. That's
Only bro, I may seem serious all the time. Cool. If I want to seem like a serious person all the time, then I'll make it seem like I'm serious all the time. If my pictures always show that I'm serious, I think I'm a jolly person. I like to laugh. I'm all about vibes. Now, if you know me, you know me. If you don't, you don't. It's all good, man. Power to you. But don't fucking act like you know me through the gram, unless we have a discussion. We meet. You know me as a person. You feel the energy. We talk through the DMs. We have good energy.
Well,
you know,
I
good.
think a lot of people,
reciprocal.
a lot of people are gonna learn a lot about you if they're watching this.
Yeah, bro. I feel like people are just like, yeah.
That's why this is another. Like, that's one of the other reasons. Like,
Outlet, yeah.
I love this medium. It's not about me. It's like what you said. It's not about me. It's what I've already had people reaching out to me. My G, I'm a noob.
Yeah.
I posted like two podcasts at the time of this recording. I have 2 out on Apple Music.
That's crazy.
Go subscribe now, please. Thank you.
Go subscribe to his Apple Music podcast.
Nah, but like, I haven't done shit, and I had people reaching out to me telling me, yo, bro, I've always wanted to start a podcast. Yo, bro, I've always fucked with you. Yo, bro, like all these messages, that a lot of it's like very positive, and I really do appreciate it. But at the same time, it's like, yo, it's just because you never really got to know me before. I've always been this guy.
Yeah.
I love just talking.
Yeah.
This is something I actually genuinely I just enjoy. It's not even that I'm smart or I know anything to say. I just like talking deep talks.
Even in flag, you were in the huddle. This nigga's like center talking, calling plays. Okay, this is what they're doing. Cover 3. Okay, it's in the
DNA, bro. I just like to talk. I just like talking shit, bro. That's why, like, I think everyone who's messaged me and said, like, yo, I want to start a podcast. I want to do my own thing. I feel like I could podcast.
Yeah.
Do it. Message me. I'll tell you exactly what you need to get, what you need to do. Legit. It's not hard. Nah. It's not that deep. Yo, we could all do this shit, bro.
It's not.
Literally, if you want to do it, you could do it. I'm messaging a boy. Shout out to my boy, Asan. I met this guy, bro. I went on vacation to India a couple months ago.
Yeah, how I know that should look crazy.
It was ham, bro. With my boys, Scott, Tom, and Trevor.
Alright.
3 of my white boys. So imagine I took 3 of my white boys to India. It was a ham time. But anyways, I met this guy in Goa named Asan. He's a guy from the UK, but like born in Bangladesh, something like that. And like we just exchanged numbers, whatever. I messaged him, and I remember we talked about me like starting a podcast.
Yeah.
It was just like an idea at the time. I wasn't really like that serious about it, whatever. And then like I just decided like a couple days ago, message him like, yo, bro, just so you know, I actually did it. Like, yo, go check it out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
This guy got fucking motivated. He was like, my G,
You actually
bro.
fucking did it.
You did it. Like, I can't do the UK accent.
Bruv.
Yeah, bro. You did it in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you on that shit.
I love in it. I wish we could bring that here. It would just sound whack.
Bro, the UK niggas are fire when it comes to
love
music,
UK.
shit.
I can't wait till you find a UK base.
Shout out to my family in the UK, man.
Bless.
I actually have family all over the UK.
Bro, we gotta go to London. We gotta go to shut down.
I've been to London.
Me
went
too.
to London
I love
like
it, man.
5 years ago. Fire.
Love that city.
Beautiful.
Anyways, yo, all that to say, my boy, he's now starting his own podcast. That's why I want to do this shit.
Let's do it, bro.
That's
Chain
why I want
reaction.
everyone could talk.
Everybody's gonna hop on.
Have me on yours. I want you on mine. I want to talk to people all around the world, bro. I'm getting off track.
Come
me
be
get
part of the experience, man.
Yeah, come
I'm
be
telling you, bro.
part of the Deepak experience.
Come be a
bro.
part of the experience.
Okay, let me get back to the not so lightning round.
Yeah.
Worst advice that you're hearing people out there give to other people.
You know what? I don't even know if it's the. I just feel like people need to stop telling other people what the fuck to do.
Okay.
In my own opinion,
Yeah.
I feel like as a human, you're entitled to make your own decisions. I feel like you're in charge of your life. No one, other than God, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Other than God, no one should be able to sway you and tell you what to do, persuade you into making a decision. You have to come into the terms. You have to think about it. Only you. Because when the lights are on and off, you're dealing with you. When the lights are on, you're looking at yourself in the mirror. When the lights are off, you're dealing with those thoughts before looking at the ceiling, staring at the ceiling, dealing with those thoughts. So it's all about you. And okay, it's all about you, but you also have to take other people into consideration as well, right? So okay, who does it hurt? Who does it impact? Who does it, you know what I mean?
But at
Is
the
it
end of the
beneficial?
day,
But then
it's how you're going to
it's how
respond to
you're
something.
going to respond to something and how you feel. If you don't feel comfortable doing something and you don't feel like you're ready, it's okay to not be ready for something. As long as you're honest with yourself, that's all that matters. But if you try and tell yourself that, you're trying to give yourself that, like, yo, yeah, I'm good, but you're not, just to, for that pride.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro, because that pride is the same shit that will kill you.
That's your ego.
So fast, bro.
That's
that
your ego
ego is
talking,
so
bro.
whack, bro. Fuck that ego.
I
let it get me sometimes. Like,
Oh,
sometimes
bro,
I'm
we
like,
all got
"Ah."
an ego, bro.
I'm like, yeah, no.
You gotta just recognize it.
Yeah, I just tell my ego, fuck you.
Your ego is not your amigo.
Nope.
If you got called up by Doug Peterson, head coach of the Philadelphia
Bro,
Eagles,
what?
and he said,
What? Dougie
"HUESO."
calling me for?
He
What's
said,
Dougie calling me for? What's
said,
Dougie calling me for?
I want you to fly down
Shh, Dougie.
to Philly and be the starting wide receiver of my team this upcoming season on one condition. That condition is you delete all social media, turn off the rap career, none of that. Completely dedicate yourself 100% to football and football only. I'm talking like Bill Belichick level, like you're playing football and that's it. Would you do it or would you not?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's gonna sound so fucking crazy. I'll tell Dougie Peterson I'd see him later.
Ham.
Yo, as crazy as that sounds, I'll tell Dougie Peterson I'll see him later because, yo, music is. I only discovered music recently, and music is such a big part of my life. But it's always been a big part of my life. But now it's such a big part of my life because it's how I express myself. So I'll go through something one day and literally talk about it in a song. And if you hear it, you hear it. And if you don't, that's on you, bro, because you're not paying attention. So if you hear it, you hear it. And I'm saying it clearly. auto, no auto. You're hearing it because I'm saying it. You could listen to it because when all your fucking favorite artists want to play, mix songs with auto, this, that, or do whatever, you're listening to it. But then, you know what I mean? Now it's me. You're like, no, listen to the words. I got some words for you. You can hear the words. I'm not talking about
Are you gonna say
pouring up lean and stupid shit. I'm talking about real shit
Are
like
you
that
gonna
I
say
go through.
you're more of a lyricist?
I definitely talk about things that I go through. I definitely
Facts.
think I have stories and things I talk about. I don't think I'm just a guy who gets on the mic and stupid random shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's a vibe, but everyone's just doing this, but no one knows what the fuck's going on. Okay, nah.
Man, it means
I want
something.
you to feel it and get the chills. I want you to get goosebumps when you hear me, because I want you to understand what I'm talking about and understanding that, yo, no matter where you are in life or where you are in the world, you probably go through similar things. You know, we all go through similar things. That's just what it is. Life is not, you know, it is what it is. There's one way. It's just one way.
All right,
life.
man. You're killing it with these questions. I fucking love it, 100%. I'm gonna have 2 more for you, and then we're
I'm gonna
out.
try and speed through these shits.
What's one thing? Oh no, my bad. I already asked that shit. What's your favorite NFL player and why?
Currently, favorite NFL player. Damn, bro. Shit, that's a good question. Fuck. I have so many. I really like
thought
Antonio.
that was a pretty whack question, to be honest.
Nah, because I really like Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown's someone I follow closely just because
You fuck with how he handled the
how he,
trade
everything.
Bro, he made a podcast about it. I listened to
Everything,
it.
because fuck everybody, bro. Like, no, not literally. But
No,
not everyone. But just everyone that has something to say about
agree
your
completely.
character because you want to make a decision that's beneficial for yourself and your family. Fuck them. Because, yo, you're not in my shoes. You don't have to deal with the problems. I have to deal with them. Not
Facts.
you.
Everything's
Like,
on him.
So you guys don't even know what goes on behind closed doors, but you feel like you can tell me what to do and how to make a decision. Don't tell me what to do.
That's
Because
whack.
you don't even know. The team will put out what the team wants to put out. And that's it. That's always what it's been.
Oh,
That's
he's
always
not
how
a
it's
team player.
exactly.
He wasn't
But
even
he
hurt.
was never an issue a year ago. He was never an issue
When
2
he's
years
scoring
ago.
like fucking like 30
15
touchdowns a game. But
30 touchdowns in 2 years, but he doesn't care about the team. So what? How many games are played in a year? 32. So in 30 of the 32 games he's scoring touchdowns, he clearly puts his body on the line
I'm
for the
excited
team.
to see him play on the Raiders.
Bro, he's gonna body it. I'm
I
telling you,
hope so.
Antonio Brown's about to have his best year.
That's if Carr is like healthy and good.
I also like Odell Beckham Jr., bro. He's the
Bro.
coldest. He's the coldest.
I love me some Odell, man.
He's the coldest, and everyone's against him. He's the coldest. That's why I fuck with him. People are so against him. They hate to see a young
a
king,
saucy goon.
Yeah, saucy niggas shine.
man.
They just hate it.
Saucy man.
They hate it.
Yo, they don't want to see it. It's
They
like,
hate it.
oh, he's having too much fun.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
why?
our slave.
But why?
He's not our chess piece.
Why should I be sad?
He's not our pawn that we can just like, oh, he's gonna come to interviews like, yeah, you know, it was a team effort. We went out there, just
Nah,
blah blah
bro,
blah.
Give your spill.
It's like, nah, he's like, man, fuck these goofs. Throws his helmet, kicks a net. Like,
Yeah.
he's a real human. He's showing emotion.
Yo, facts.
That's nuts, bro.
Give your
My
spill.
favorite player of all time has to be Randy Moss.
Yo,
I want that out there
that's
for the
my
record.
favorite. I want everyone to know, period. Jerry Rice is only where Jerry Rice is at because Jerry Rice, great receiver. Paved the way.
Hey, you
Paved
about
the
to
way.
say stick him or what?
Nah,
Okay.
paved the way.
Jerry
Rice
one
ain't
of the
no
goats.
Randy Moss. Jerry Rice put
Shit,
20
Randy
years, 20 years just so he could have those stats. Randy Moss did not put 20 years. Randy Moss would have smoked those stats
Randy Moss-
had he played 20 years
And imagine if he played
and
10 of
with
them
Super
with a
Bowl
good quarterback.
with good quarterback. All right, don't
He
talk to
played
me.
one.
Randy Moss better than
He
anyone.
played one,
period.
and they didn't lose a game. Except
Randy
the
Moss
Super
better
Bowl.
than all of them niggas. Period. Randy Moss is the best receiver.
Bro, to
to
me,
ever play.
I've never and
That's
yo
all
me,
it is.
you know me, Tyrone, bro. I'm not a receiver. I played tight end. I'm decent. I can catch a ball. I've never been a receiver first. It's
you
not.
can catch though.
I mean, your respect, but
I played flag with you. You can catch. Like, you had more receptions than me in a lot of games.
yo, me, I actually can. That's
I'm
the
just
thing.
more of like a
That's why I kind of wish I got to see myself play at a high level.
yeah.
I'd rather play tight end
I think you're better
than
tight end.
linebacker.
I think you're better tight end
That's the thing.
because you know how to find zones.
I can get open.
You
Anyways.
can get open.
Yo, we could have a whole discussion about that shit,
You
bro.
can
Don't
get open.
get me football like crazy right now.
You can't get open.
But Randy Moss, bro, was someone who made me in love with the sport of football because he made the best of the best in the world look like little boys.
Let me put this out there. That Baker Mayfield, my nigga. Sorry,
He's
I just have to
nice.
use that. Baker Mayfield is a problem. I want people to know that.
He's
That's
a
a
real
quarterback. That's everything you want in a quarterback. I would do anything to play with a quarterback like that.
Yo, Bone, I'm trying
That's
to
a
go down
competitor.
to watch Patriots versus Cleveland on October, like,
Come
20.
holla at me, because you know what?
That sounds like a
You know
vibe.
what's crazy? Oh, it's crazy. I was already going to a Cleveland game.
Oh, my G,
So
we
we
have
can
to.
actually plan an actual trip, because I was actually already planning one 2 weeks ago.
I'm there.
So we can actually just plan one,
I'm there.
make a full trip.
Nah, you got my
We
word.
can go to a game, catch a little vibe.
I'm about it. 100%. But
No,
yo,
seriously, we gotta
Bake's
go
the
watch
real
them play.
deal. I
No,
feel
they
like I
are
gotta see
definitely
him
the
and
real
I gotta
deal.
see the GOAT.
I gotta watch them all play.
I can't see Brady, not.
Mr. Brady,
I never witnessed him play in real life.
the Brady bunch.
How can I call myself a fan?
I know, like, people are freaking out about Rob Gronkowski. Tom Brady will be fine.
He'll be alright. He'll find. Yo,
You got N'Keal Harris,
Yeah,
N'Keal Harry,
and yo,
Arizona State.
the thing is like, he's with Bill Belichick still. It's not
He's
like they
straight,
got
bro.
divorced.
Nigga, he's Tom Brady at 6 rings.
I know Tom Brady, GOAT, but with Bill Belichick, it's unstoppable, bro. He's been to like the fucking like 8 out of the last like 11 Super Bowls,
Facts. No, I feel like
and he's been doing this since before I watched football ever. He's still out here. Like it was like 2000 when he won his first Super Bowl, or 2001. Bro, I started watching like real like NFL football in like 05, 06. Like Ray Lewis,
Yeah.
Colts, watching like Colts Bears in the Super Bowl. Like I remember watching that as a
Colts
kid.
Bears was fucking crazy when it was raining too.
Yeah,
Devin Hester.
Devin has to return the opening kick.
opening
Bro,
kickoff.
I'll never forget like watching that, and I had this bunk ass
Who does that?
little TV.
Open and kickoff, and they still what?
I remember watching that,
What
being
happened?
mesmerized with the sport
They
of football.
still lost.
They still lost. Yeah,
Crazy.
was a quarterback.
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman, weakest.
My memory is
To me,
impeccable, bro. My
yeah.
shit is like, I know it.
His ham.
Those moments I could never forget.
Me
And it
too. Thing about Devin Hester.
Recollection.
Remember, like being Devin Hester on Madden, and his speed was 100.
Bruh, Devin Hester.
Yo, my G. I think the only person like that speed is like what's it, Hill? Is it Hill or is it DeAnthony
Tyreek Hill.
Thomas?
I think Tyreek Hill's actually faster than Devin Hester.
Do you think?
I think Tyreek Hill's the fastest player we've ever seen.
DeAnthony Thomas. You know DeAnthony Thomas.
I know him. He's on the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Tyreek Hill's the fastest.
Do you
player.
think Tyreek's faster than DeAnthony?
I think Tyreek Hill's the fastest NFL player to have ever walked on the face of this earth.
More than Chris Johnson?
He's the fastest NFL player
Ooh,
to have ever walked face on this earth.
damn.
I think Tyreek Hill, when he plays, runs a 4.1 something.
Yeah.
No one is remotely close in terms of speed.
Fast.
Name me one person you've seen that can keep up with
I'm
that speed.
trying to think, man. I'm trying to think.
I'm
like-
dead serious, because Tyreek Hill won, what, 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards last year? The year before, 1,200 yards? The year before, what, 1,100 yards? Tyreek Hill came in the league at 5'8" as a receiver.
What's his 40
wide
time?
out, not a
What's his
slot
40
receiver, a wide out, bodying niggas. Mans are like 6'5", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", trying to cover him. He's bodying everybody, bro. I'm telling you, like.
Let me
Hill
circle
has
it
it.
back to a point I was just making, my G. I got Google on my side here. So, Randy Moss, the greatest receiver of all time, because his 40 time is 4.25. What's Tyreek's 40 time? And I'm not a huge 40
It's not
time
about
guy.
the 40
It's
time,
not
though.
about the 40 time, but
Because Randy Moss's 40 time and Tyreek Hill's 40 time has nothing to do with who's the faster football player.
okay, fair.
Because who's the faster football player?
Obviously Tyreek, man. Come on, that's not even a question.
Because
But
Randy Moss will take the top off.
he'll take the top off. But Tyreek does it in and out of cuts.
I think exactly. So Tyreek's definitely the faster football player.
Okay, fine. But
Because
we're not
he's more
talking about. I want to
elusive,
talk.
he's able to evade.
Fair enough. He's the fastest. I'll give him that. But why Randy Moss is the best is he was the fastest and the best. And he never had. He had Culpepper, bro. He had Dante Culpepper chucking it up.
Oh,
to
Randy
him.
Moss is definitely the best. I
Like
agree with
Randy
you on that.
Moss, to me, I watch highlights of his sometimes just as like therapy.
Bruh,
Just
Randy
like
Moss gotta be the
Randy Moss, like okay, whatever. His only criticism, he smoked a little bud.
Smoked a little bud. He smoked bud his entire career.
Whatever, bro. Why should that even be like
It doesn't
even
matter.
a
He
blemish?
smoked bud and he balled the fuck
And he
out.
still balled out with an
He
afro
balled the
on
fuck
you
out with an
fools.
afro on you, nigga.
Yeah.
Bro, with black tape under his eyes. Come on, guys. We'll talk after. With ashy lips.
I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, Ashley lives.
I'm gonna ask you the last question tonight, brother.
Yes.
You familiar with the Avengers movies?
Bro, what? Yes.
Okay.
I love...
What Avenger superhero would you be? Is that a good question?
Damn.
I stole it from someone, but I fuck with it. Just tell me, man. What Avenger? There's a lot of them. You got a lot to choose from, my
That's
G.
what I'm thinking, like, who do I like?
Who's who embodies who you would?
Yo, there's a lot. Because I see a bit of me in each and every single Avenger.
Now, that's a cop-out question. That's a cop-out answer. Give me
hold on. I definitely do, though. I'm dead serious. But, damn, bro.
I mean, I could see that, though. I could see
definitely
that.
like a Tony. I like a Tony.
A Tony Stark.
I feel like I might be a little Tony.
Iron Man, huh?
Might got a little Iron Man, Tony.
Okay.
But Iron Man, because he's a bit reckless.
He is reckless.
But he's a genius.
He's a genius.
Because he's willing to take risks.
Yeah.
I love Tony. But he's not necessarily my favorite Avenger. But you're asking me who I see myself in?
Yeah.
Tony.
Fact. No, I love the answer, man. That's dope.
He's a fucking genius. He's a businessman. He's a mind. He has a mind. A lot of the Avengers don't necessarily have that mind. Tony Stark is a genius. He knows what he's doing. He thinks about it. Everything's premeditated. Everything's calculated. Every movie he makes is just, it's facts.
That's facts.
Everything's calculated.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
And he was a billionaire, so you know where you're headed.
Billionaire, bro. You see Tony Stark? Have you seen his house in the movie, bro? I want to be like Tony Stark.
Facts.
I want that house.
That's the move.
Even though it gets fucked up several times.
I think I'd identify with Hulk.
Hulk is crazy, bro.
Fuck with
Bruce
this guy.
Banner?
Or Bruce Banner.
Yep.
Bruce Banner Hulk. Me, I love the character, and I see myself in like big dude who everyone thinks is intimidating.
Hulk has
like,
a lot of emotions, man.
I'm just a teddy bear.
He is a teddy bear. Hulk is such a teddy bear.
It's a teddy bear. He's just a jacked-ass teddy bear, bro.
That's teddy bear,
yeah, bro.
I think green. Yo, who's this green cheese man? Yo, why is he mad, bro? Who got him mad, bro? Who pissed him off, dog?
Too crazy, brother. Thank you so much for coming on my fucking podcast, bro.
Yo, thank you for having me.
Tell people where they can find you on social.
Hey, man, make sure you guys go tap in, man. Hey, follow me on Instagram at HUESO, HUESO, M as in Madison, L as in liar, B as in baddie. All right. HUESO MLB on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, the whole nine.
Ooh,
YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe on my YouTube as well.
Yeah,
hit
subscribe.
HUESO MLB as well.
That's one of the hardest things to do, huh?
Everything's the same, bro, on every platform. Everything I'm telling you, bro, is premeditated.
Let's get it, bro.
We're about to take over, bro.
I'm
Let's
fired
get it,
up,
man. Thank you guys for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man. It was an honor.
Thanks so much for coming through, dog. I really appreciate it, bro.
Yo, this is cool. I enjoyed talking to you guys, man.
We'll do it again. This isn't the last one, man.
Make sure you guys go listen to Off Season and stay tuned. Within the next 2 weeks, I will have some music out. Music will be out.
Coming for your head top.
Coming for your head top. I'm flooding you guys.
Let's get it. All right. Thanks, bro. I really enjoyed that conversation with Tyrone, and I hope you did as well. Even though it got a little off the rails and my lightning round lasted over 30 minutes, I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Remember that if you gain some kind of value from this, to contribute to my Patreon page, subscribe, leave a rating, comment, let me know what you think. And remember, it's not that deep.